Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Justin. And what a joy it is to see so many MPs in here. My hand has never been aching so much in such a good cause. I just wish the chap who I was reading in the forum on my website the other day, who told me and wrote about how he was going to top himself because of his debts because he couldn't deal with them anymore, had had this education 25 years ago. I wish that was a one-off example. I wish I didn't see it all the time. I wish I had to fight from stopping myself becoming blasé to the number of people who consider killing themselves because of their debts, have severe mental health problems because of their debts. It was 20 years ago that we introduced student loans into this country. Now, forget the issue with whether that's good or bad. What is a national disgrace that we should all hang our heads in shame because of is we have for 20 years educated our youth into debt, but never educated them about debt. And there are a lot of MPs in this room. Let me make this very plain. Let me make it very plain of a way you will let down our nation. If we treble tuition fees and we start charging some students commercial rates of interest, and we let them go and take those loans out without understanding the debt they are getting into. I'm not saying we should tell them not to do it. I'm saying we should understand rationally how to borrow, how they should borrow the right way, how much to borrow, how the student loans work. If we don't do that, we have deserved an entire generation of our youth. Now that starts later this year. This APPG is very timely. We won't get this done in time. But I hope by 2012 we need to have this in every school. We are a financially illiterate nation. We cannot rely on parents to teach us. They do not have the tools. They don't have the knowledge. I went into a school for a day to teach a class of 15-year-olds, 12 of them. At the end of the day, we sent them out. Those 12 kids, one-day lessons, saved their parents £5,050. That teaches us two things. One, we desperately need financial education in schools. Two, we desperately need financial education of adults. Now, the biggest problem we've got right now is the place that kids are getting financial education, apart from some of the great work PFED's doing in the schools it's got into, is in the adverts. It's cash for gold. It's payday loans. It's secured lending. I hear of kids who, when their parents tell them they can't have something, tell them to take out a payday loan. That is what we are educating our children right now. What we need to do is get in the schools, teaching the right skills from the age of 5 to the age of 18, and we can finally make this work. I am sick to the teeth of dealing with bad debts in my job. I am sick to the teeth of doing mis-selling campaign after mis-selling campaign so people can reclaim their money, so that we can try and cure a problem. We need to try and prevent a problem. We have just had a debt-ridden economic crisis. We need to try and start to teach our kids about debts and how to consume. The one final argument that people will put to you, the 3% who disagree, they'll say parents should teach it. Surely you should just say neither a borrower nor a lender be. Ask them if they've got a mortgage. Ask them if they went to university once they say that. And the other one they'll say is it's all common sense. Well, when I walk into a class of 15-year-olds and I ask them the question, who gets the best car insurance deal? A loyal customer who's been there for 5 years, or a new customer who's been with another company for 5 years, quite logically they all say the loyal customer. Quite logically, illogically, they are all wrong. Because this isn't about common sense, this is about knowledge. How do you impart knowledge? You teach it. Where's the best place to teach it? You teach in schools. We'd love to teach adults too, but this will flow up the generations. Please, take back this challenge. We have to educate our young people before they start taking out these debts. We really do. If we can't get it compulsory for the moment, listen to what Wendy said. Go back to your constituency, speak to your schools and say this is important. The resources are out there. Whatever political colour and party you represent, we have to get this done. It will mean less bad debts in future, less mis-selling in future, better, more savvy consumers and a more efficient economy. And this is about the bloody cheapest way you will ever get it done. Far cheaper than financial regulation. Please do that, and please enjoy the rest of this meeting. Thank you.